Hi, I'm Jacob, aka the Plant Prodigy, and today I'm going to show you my top 5 favorite houseplants in no particular order, starting with this Hoya carrii. The thing I like about this plant a lot is, despite its slow growing, I think it's still really interesting in terms of leaf shape and leaf texture. For example, I like how the leaves are bigger than most Hoyas, and are really waxy and thick, meaning that they can withstand some drought. I got this plant at Logie's back in December, day after Christmas to be more exact, when I went there in person, and it was about $40 there. Really like it. Been doing really good for me. My next favorite houseplant is right here. It's also from Logie's, but I ordered it offline. Sorry if it looks a little sickly. This is Oxalis Headrest. This is one of my favorite houseplants because of its ability of rapid movement if you watch closely. It looks sickly because I think it might be getting too much light, but hopefully it will get a little better in the summer. It has plenty of new growth, including some flower stalks, if you can see there. So I'm not too worried about it. And yeah, the thing I like about this plant is its rapid movement. It's similar to the telegraph plant, but instead of being in a rotary fashion, it goes up and down. It falls quickly, then it rises up slower. Which is why I like it. Logie's might have them for sale in the future, but they don't have any for sale now. Next plant on my list here is my Hoya cooperi. I talked about this plant before, but it's probably by far my favorite succulent. As you can see here, I love the transparent window-like leaves. Not transparent, translucent, because it's not completely clear. The reason this plant has these is because deep within the photosynthetic cells are deep within the cells. Not cells, I meant the leaf. And it's often found buried in sand in the wild, and therefore the leaf tips need to collect as much sunlight as possible so the sun can get into the leaves and into the photosynthetic cells, which I think is really interesting. I got this one at Costco of all places, which I think is pretty cool. I wasn't expecting to find one there because at that point it was on my wish list for a few months. And it's really interesting. I highly recommend this plant. The next plant on my list is this plant that I think you might never have seen before. This is the vanilla orchid. This is actually where vanilla comes from, if you don't believe it or not. I got this one at the same trip as my Hoya carrii. And as you can see, it's vining already. It's grown a lot since I last got it. And I think it's liking my room. Oh, I like it a lot. It looks a lot bigger than it did when I first got it. So I think I know I'm doing something right. I highly recommend this plant if you want to eventually have orchid vanilla beans. So I highly recommend this plant. So for my final plant, it's just a generalization. It's plants in the Amaranth family, which is this Glacia lentifolia. The thing I like about these plants is the fact that they raise their leaves up and down depending on what time of day it is and move their leaves to follow the sun. It's not visible without timeless, but occasionally, from what I've heard, they can make rustling sounds when moving. I never heard that personally, but I hope one day I do, because I think it's a pretty cool thing plants do. Another thing I like about them is their pattern. The fabric's a little burnt. I don't think my water is the cleanest. So yeah. I also divided this in a few weeks ago. And this is one of 3 divisions I got. And it appears to be doing really, 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 really good. I highly recommend this. Sorry about that. So anyway, good plant. I highly recommend planting the Amaranth family, not just because of their leaves, but also because of their flowers. If you can't get their flowers, the flowers are actually capable of rapid plant movement, similar to Strinidium trigger plants, if I pronounced that right. I know I butchered the name. And with the stamen of the flower actually snaps when you touch it. It's a pollination mechanism found in some plants, which I think is pretty interesting. So that was my top 5 favorite houseplants. I hope you'd enjoyed. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Bye.